The Sportlife show is on the air of the MMATV.com. Alexandra Abramova is here with you. Hello. We'll start with nice news for our network. Last week, on June 10, the Golden Ray National Award ceremony in the field of satellite, cable, and internet television was held in Moscow. Golden Ray is an annual national prize among the non-broadcast thematic TV channels that are broadcasted in the Russian through satellite, cable, and internet operators. According to the results of the work of the authoritative jury, our TV channel was recognized as the best in the Sports TV Channel nomination. This recognition of colleagues and the professional community is particularly important today in a new stage of development of our project. We'll remind you that we announced about the rebranding of the channel in May, reflecting the strategic direction of its development. MMATV.com is the new name of N1 Global TV channel. We want to share our success, our golden ray, not only with our collective, but also with our partners, as well as with all fighters of Gorilla MMA series, clubs, and TV viewers. Thanks to our team, all the creative and technical staff and back office. There are not as many of us as it may seem, but we do our job very honestly, sincerely, and professionally. Thank you, jury. Now let's turn to Ufa, where on June 12th, the next event of Gorilla MMA Series-34 Heart and Fist of Bashkortostan was held. The Day of Russia, as well as the Day of the City of the capital of Bashkortostan, Ufa, was marked by 9 early victories. We saw 6 knockouts, 3 chokes, and 1 judge's decision. This was everything that mixed martial arts fans love. And we'll start with the main fight as the main intrigue. The main event of the evening is a title fight with participation of Alexander Duromanov. 2 weeks ago, Oleg Popov was the first in the series to get a cherished belt. And Alexander, of course, wanted to support the success of a teammate. But his opponent, Ali Mashrapov from Kyrgyzstan, also intended to prove himself well in the debut fight at the Gorilla MMA Series events. The fight was generally cautious. The fighters exchanged blows but held their defenses firmly. No one wanted to risk it. Most often, it was not difficult for both perspectives to block each other's attacks. As a result, the case reached a judicial decision, which resulted in the victory of a fighter from Krasnodar. Alexander was more active than his opponent, as the statistics show. The 4th victory of Duromanov in our events, for which the reward was the belt of winner Gorilla MMA Series. For the 2nd time in a row, the applicant succeeds in passing the examination and becoming the holder of the belt. The 2nd belt becomes a trophy of a fighter representing the Kuznia club.
Рад, что выиграл. Сами видели, я попал.
I'm glad that I won. You see, I didn't hit his eye or anything. I would have either finished it or in the fight should have been ended. That's why I didn't win early. I thank Fyodor Rizhov for this opportunity and for the bout that I was able to take today. Thanks to everyone. Live soberly. Stick to sport.
Всех благ всем. Живите трезво, занимайтесь спортом.
Now let's move on to the fights that preceded the title fight. Sergey Diakonov is not only Sergey Bobrishev's coach, but also a bright, charismatic heavyweight whose fights always arouse interest. In the co-main event of the evening, we saw the long-awaited return of Sergey Diakonov. Textured heavyweight completed rehabilitation after a leg injury and reappeared in the octagon. He was opposed by Denis Mikhailov, who also did not go to octagon for a long time. We know Sergey is a good puncher, and we could expect a fight in the standing. But this time, a fighter from Murom has demonstrated excellent fighting skills in the parterre. By the middle of the first round, Diakonov had no difficulty moving the opponent to the canvas and fixing his hands, not giving him the opportunity to actively defend himself. After that, it's just a matter of technique. Sergei Bobrishev's coach beaten Mikhail until the judge stopped the fight. As a result, Sergei Diakonov's second victory in the series. I'm on your land for the first time. And as always, it's a pleasure to win. A year and a half ago, my beloved sister passed away. She left this world. I would like to dedicate and give this victory to her. In the second coming fight, we also saw heavyweights. In this fight, Dmitry Andrushko and Hassan Isaev came together. Dmitry Andrushko already had experience of performances in the series. He approached the fight in a good mood. He had already won early at our 30th event. His opponent was a debutant of the Gorilla MMA Series, Hassan Isaev, with a professional record of 3-0. Hassan actively began the fight, showing several good blows. But then Andrushko terrorized Isaev several times by wrestling. Especially successful was the second transfer to the parterre. Granada Mat knocked down a fighter from Moscow and then forced him to sleep by a choke. The judge immediately stopped the fight and Dmitry Andrushko celebrated the second early victory in the series. Gorilla MMA Series-34 Heart and Fist of Bashkortostan event is already the second event of our series, which took place in Ufa. Once again, we had an opportunity to meet interesting fighters representing the Bashkir school of MMA. Junior Bigbayev delighted the local audience and lovers of the Bashkortostan mixed martial arts school. A fighter from Ufa executed Bigbalot Kimsanboyev by a technical knockout already in the first round. One of the most beautiful knockouts demonstrated Timirkhan Timirkhanov. His high kick hit in the head of Ulukbek Askanov and beat a mouth guard. The judge did not stop the fight immediately, so the representative of the MMA Center Ufa had to kill the opponent. Technical knockout in the first round and a powerful bid for further appearances in the series. This time, Ufa introduced us new interesting fighters representing the Bashkir school of MMA who hopefully will take part in our tournament several times. In fact, very soon we will announce the date of next evening of fight in the capital of Bashkortostan. From other results of the Gorilla MMA Series-34 Heart and Fist of Bashkortostan event, let us celebrate successful debut in the events of the representative of Kuznia Club, Vitaly Boyev. He successfully demonstrated choking skills by winning his second time in career. It was interesting to see the third pair of heavyweights in the event. Yan Shapilov finished Aziz Amanov by a technical knockout in less than 3 minutes. A technical knockout also ended the fight between the two debutants, in which Osman Rasulov was stronger than Gaisak Kutushev. In the end, we'll highlight another bright debut at the professional level. Alexei Garminov has drawn our attention. Already in the 32nd of the first round, he managed to knock out Mehrdin Soataliyev by a precise blow to the jaw. Such knockouts are not typical for lightweights, which means it will be interesting to observe the career development of a young fighter. This episode may have occurred in the first fight of the evening, but it became one of the decorations of the event. We love Gorilla MMA series for such discovering new names. And I, Alexandra Abramova, say goodbye to you. It was the Sportlife show. See you on TV.